Reunion. Hello, y'all. I was selling crack on a private jet up in the hell and back. But no confusion, this a reunion. Hello, y'all. Welcome back. Get murder here. He counting money. He said, "Can man, the hell with rap." I'm only here to shit on niggas and piss on bitches. Welcome, ass. I bought jewelry and bikes, nigga. Black Benzes and white Vigors. Now I'm out here and I'm looking for more chandeliers and light fixtures. Nah. I don't like niggas, what's wrong with me? I'm a hype nigga, but this 44 turn to Michael Jordan. I look and say, take flight, nigga.
Welcome back to It Is What It Is. This episode is sponsored by Underdog Fantasy. The app is an easy way to make some cash just by making picks on your favorite players. Underdog is available in more than 30 states, including California, Texas, and New York, just to name a few. Make sure to support the show by hitting the link in the bio and downloading the Underdog Fantasy app. Use code Mase, Cam, or STAT to get up to $250 in bonus cash with your first deposit and a special pick. It's the easiest way to win on Underdog. I'm Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, along with your hosts Mase and Cam.
Killer, what's good, man?
Hey, shit, what's good with you, man? How you doing?
Chilling, man. I got my Nick hat. I mean, my New York hat on.
I don't know what you got on. Just anything wrong with it. I see you bought white yesterday, Paul, so I told Jingles to come since we doing 2-on-2 and all that. I said, tell Jingles come through since niggas trying to jump me. So
Killer, that was crazy. Niggas doing
that was crazy. That
niggas
was crazy.
Doing 2-on-2.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. Do you want me to go on my phone?
That was crazy.
I'm going to let you live.
Yeah.
One more time. One more time.
You
got it. You got that. You've been trying to get me back for a minute. You're right. You're right. Jay, what's up? Mike, what's up, man? How y'all doing?
What's up, y'all?
Glad y'all came through, man.
2-on-2 is wild.
If you want to drag it, I'll give you one more. Paul, you got one more to say? Yeah. All right, let's since Harlem niggas is in the building. It's 2-on-2, or the way he be grabbing niggas' legs. Or I want ice dripping down my butt cheeks. I said you had it, bro. You got it today. I'm trying to chill. It's just Harlem niggas here. So, looking. Once he started doing that, he got something in his stash. Like, you up right now, bro?
Okay, let's let it go. Okay, so let's start with Chris Paul. So after signing with the Spurs, he gave his reasoning and said he signed with the Spurs because it would give him the best opportunity to play. He said, quote, "When we saw this opportunity, even though it'll put me away from my family knows me better than anybody, and they know that I just want to play." So do you like this logic from Chris Paul? And then do you guys believe that the Spurs is the best opportunity for him?
Starting with Chris Paul and the Spurs, I think that this was the best opportunity for him and his skill set, not just as a player, but the dynamics of him as a person. When you're like a floor general and you're the type of person that want to tell people what to do, that only works if you're on a team that want to listen to that. I think it was a bad choice to be at Golden State, because nobody there wanted to listen to him. You know, everybody there felt like they was more decorated than him. They won more championships than him. And it was the first time that he had to play a student in a role that he's never played in so many years. I don't think even back to when he was at Wake Forest, it's been that long since he's been in a position where he's being tutored as what to do on a basketball court. So being with Greg Popovich, it actually will be the best time for him, because Greg Popovich liked to play with guards that allow him to extend himself to the floor, pause through the point guard, and I think he'll be a perfect fit for that. Even playing with Wemby, it allows Wemby to have some history of the NBA and learn some things from Chris Paul. I think Wemby will even be a better player now that Chris Paul is there.
Fuck else he's gonna say. It's trash last year. Niggas said he shouldn't be on Golden State. This is what a nigga supposed to say, because there's nothing else to say. He stunk it up last year. We said that shit before the season started. This is not a good fit. Draymond was on the record saying, I never really liked Chris Paul, but I guess I'll figure it out. Who says that when a nigga come to your team?
I figured I don't really fuck with the nigga like that, but we'll put it together. He stunk it out. He averaged he averaged a single. I don't know what his assist was, but he averaged 9 points. This was bad. And I like this for Chris Paul because we know Chris Paul, even though he doesn't have any championships, we respect him as a floor general, traditional point guard, really good. And the way he played last year, and I'm not going to blame it on his play, the situation he was put in last year, it just wasn't good. Mase said, word to blood, he should go to San Antonio first. I thought I said it first. But since he said word to blood, I'm going to say he said it first. But either way, we felt the same way.
Yeah.
San Antonio is a great fit for him. Wemby could learn a lot. We've seen how good, and I know we're probably 7-8 years dismissed from the, what was it, the Lob Brothers, the Lob City. Yeah, you could see how good he was with Jordan and Blake Griffin and made them better. The only problem with the Clippers during that time period, you had to deal with primetime Golden State, and you had to deal with a primetime Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. They kept running into brick walls. But I thought that team got better when he got there. When he got to Phoenix, they went to the championship. They just couldn't complete the job. I think he has a lot of basketball left. I'm not going to say a lot, but he still could play. And this year will determine where Chris Paul is at as far as how many years he has left. But I think this is a great situation for him.
From your vantage point, just right now, how many years would you guesstimate that he has left?
Well,
at a good level.
Right now, I would say 3 or 4. We're actually seeing, and we talked about this, I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before yesterday, athletes extending their careers. We haven't seen athlete play as good as LeBron, about to be 40 years old. Steph Curry's 35. Kevin Durant's, if he's not 36 yet, he's about to be 36. Less games, better dieting, better workout system. They're extending their careers. I would say based upon, the reason I'm saying that amount of years is because when we watched him with Golden State, we was like, yo, this isn't a good situation. We didn't say this nigga can't play no more. We didn't say he wasn't nice. We didn't say he wasn't shit. And then he was at the Elite 8 camp, I believe it's called, in Vegas. And when he's playing against regular niggas, he looked like fucking Michael Jordan. I was watching that shit the other day. I'm like, I might need to shut the fuck up. Chris Paul is out here cooking.
Yeah, him and Isaiah was going crazy.
Yeah, so when you see, that's just to show you, what's that nigga name? You seen the nigga Mitchell Robinson playing pickup the other day? The nigga from the Knicks?
Yeah.
You seen it?
No.
Y'all seen that shit?
Yeah, I seen that.
That nigga was good. This is what you try. We be shitting on NBA players, but then when they play, Mitchell Robinson doing sham guard, throwing it through his legs, 2 step back behind 3 point. It's a difference. So when I see him the other day, of course, there's a regular people they're playing against, but I don't think he can't play anymore. I just think that he's in a bad situation.
So I got to ask y'all, if y'all were in Chris Paul's position, would you chase a ring or chase the opportunity to play?
I wouldn't be in Chris Paul's situation because I would have made a better decision early. I think even though he's very decorated as a basketball player, there's a lot of bad decisions that he made with different things as a basketball player, putting himself in different positions. There was different opportunities. He had to play other places that he didn't play. And shout out to David Stern, rest in peace. I know he stopped one of those trades that would have made him go to the Lakers. I was really upset with that. But I wouldn't have been in that position.
That's crazy.
Pause.
But that was the question again.
One of those days.
That's crazy.
Okay. If you were in Chris Paul's position, would you chase the ring or chase the opportunity to play?
I think that he put a couple years in trying to chase a ring, because then when you start trying to chase a ring, you look crazy. Start looking like, no disrespecting this, my guy, start looking like Boogie Cousins a little bit. And I'm not just, Boogie, you my nigga. I'm not trying to disrespect, but it just looks, when you go to one team who has the opportunity to win and take less money, it looks like you're chasing. It happened with David West a couple times when he went to San Antonio. Then he went to Golden State. It looks like you're chasing. I think Chris Paul done this a couple times. He figured it out. If it's not in the storybooks or history books for me to get a championship, let me at least finish my career on a high note, and which I think is the right decision. I really, really did not like seeing him play last
Golden
year.
State, yeah.
I really didn't like it a little bit. But I think he will be sensational on the San Antonio Spurs. The only thing that I'm worried about with Chris Paul, you dealing with Gen Z niggas or what are we up to Z?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
there's something after that now, but
What's the new
I think
one?
it's Gen X. I
Whatever.
gotta search. Yeah.
Point being is Chris Paul, and sometimes this bothers me and I'm just watching the game. You do, and I get it, you're trying to win the game or win the playoff series or get to a championship. But what bothers me sometimes is that you overdo it with players and try to talk to them and be in their ear and you be like, yo, come here. If you do this and do that, okay, cool 1 or 2 times. Don't tell me 92 times a game. And you have to be careful with that when you're playing with certain people who may not take what you're saying. If you don't present it to them the right way, they may be sensitive about it. I remember the nigga was in a huddle trying to talk to James Harden, and James Harden smacked the nigga hand down. I don't want to hear that shit, nigga. He smacked the shit down, right? Nigga ain't want to hear it because you're talking to me too much. So you have to think about that. But if the answer to the question, I think he's making the right decision. A ring is just not in your future. If it happens, it happens. But I think the Spurs is the best scenario for him. Then we have to think about how many guards now are just athletic. It's not a lot of Chris Pauls left. You might have Chris Paul and Mike Conley. Everybody else is trying to jump over you, pause, and everything else. Like, I was talking to a nigga the other day. Matter of fact, I was talking to Church, my nigga Church out there. We was talking about Bronny, and Church brought up to me, he said, Bronny's worst nightmare is looking at Ja Morant running full speed toward him down the fucking court. That will be his worst nightmare. And when you're dealing with new guards like this is the things that Chris Paul will have to deal with. You might be a liability on defense. You can't stand in front of Ja Morant. You're not. I mean, I'm not trying to slight his defense or nothing, but Ja Morant will run right around you. Russell Westbrook, even though he's getting a little older, it's a lot of athletic point guards. So we have to keep that in mind also.
Got it. And then to answer your question, it's Generation Alpha, which is
Okay.
2010 and up. So you learn something new every day.
Well, Wemby's still X.
Yeah. Or yeah, Gen Z. But yeah.
X, my bad.
Yeah. There's too many. Okay. And then LeBron James was voted as the best player on the national team by the players poll at 5 votes. Steph Curry, Anthony Edwards, and Drew Holiday tied for second at 2 votes each. Do you guys think LeBron is the best player? Then how do you feel about their tied in second?
I definitely think LeBron is the best player on that team. Given the game that I saw, given that the practice that I saw a partial of, it just seemed like, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong about this, but it seemed like players that have a lot of bounce, as they get older, they supposed to not be as good because they don't keep that athleticism. It seemed like he's kept his athleticism all the way through. And that's making a difference in this type of game. Most times, players have to evolve into a whole different game because they lose that part of their game. I think Russell Westbrook does a phenomenal job at still being able to do that. But when you're talking about LeBron, that's the one thing that I am very, very, very surprised to see at 40 years old. Like, he still catch a dunk on somebody or still can run somebody down and block their shot. So, and he's prepared mentally. I think people underestimate what it takes as an athlete to be mentally prepared. Sometimes you have all the skills, you have all of the intangibles, but you don't have the mentality to stay at that level for a long duration pause. And that's something that I think he has over even Stephen Curry, though he's second. He have a better mindset to continue over Stephen Curry. And who was the third person we talked about?
Drew. Drew.
Drew Holiday is third?
Yeah,
Over
tied in
Anthony
second is
Edwards?
Steph, Anthony Edwards, and Drew. They're all tied.
Oh, yeah. And Anthony Edwards, the same thing, phenomenal talent. But the mindset to stay the course sometimes is his brain is going different places. Pause. So that's I'm 100% agreement that LeBron is the best player on that team. When you put everything together.
I ain't see them play, so I'm not saying that. Who voted?
It's the players.
They say so. Niggas know who run the team. No really coaching. No get you to playing time, nigga. You better say that. Fuck around, be on the bench, nigga. That's the right. You better say on the bench. You better vote me in. Yeah, y'all can put if y'all want to make sure y'all mic there, but we'll ask y'all something in a minute though. But yeah, that's the who. If you just all right, bust it, right? Pause. Steve Curry's coaching, so shut up about Steph Curry. He already lost a splash, brother. Steph gonna be able to do what he want to do, and LeBron James. You're dealing with the CEO of the Lakers. Say what you gotta say that, or you will not play, nigga. I'm not saying he's not. I just haven't seen any games, so I can't say if he's the best or he's not the best. We talked about this, I believe, yesterday. Look, Anthony Edwards, sensational talent. I believe he's walking in there with the wrong attitude, even if he's playing. He's saying he's the first option. We seen Steph Curry in a clip wave him off and tell him you go through after that statement. So he may be the most athletic player there and the youngest, but I don't believe that's the right attitude. And Drew Holiday, but the players is voting. I don't know. I'm not there. I can't say, but shit, I'm not mad at the answer, but I think that's the right answer if he's the best player or not the best player. I think LeBron gets what he wants when he wants it. Pause. That's just my personal opinion, but I can't sit and say he's definitively the best player because I only see clips of what they've been doing. I haven't got to see a whole practice or anything that they've been doing.
So you think niggas are scared and niggas
Yes. Yes, I do.
Who you think is scared?
Niggas who want to play.
Everybody.
Niggas who want to play.
Everybody.
And then they be like, man, let's just say he the best for I don't get no playing time. I think niggas is laughing at jokes that ain't funny. I think the niggas is telling the nigga, yo, Bronny, nigga, I see you got one. I think niggas is doing a lot of shit, except for niggas like Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
And that may cost them. See, your son made it. I'm not saying this is all facts. You asked me my opinion, I'm telling you, but I can't really say because I didn't see them play. If I seen them play, cool. Every clip that I watched on these different outlets of the USA team, nobody missed a shot. How we gonna judge? How am I judge from when nobody misses? We only see the makes. Everybody shooting 5 shots in a row, then it stopped. They cut it off when a nigga finally missed. So I can't go off that. That's what we was talking about with AAU. These kids be thinking they better than what they are because they pay $400-500 for the highlight reel. And they parents like, you see my son kill him? You got 5 made shots and then niggas missed 17 shots. You don't show that on your highlight reel. So if we watch it from a bunch of highlight reels, I can't say, but if the players say so, hey, the players say so.
Okay, so let's take the highlight reels and then the USA practice out of the question. From what we've seen in the season, do you guys feel like right now, currently, LeBron is the best American player?
That's a good question.
That was a good question, yeah. I would say no if you take all of that away. He's not the best player. The best player to me would be Anthony Edwards, but I mean on ability. But then I probably would even say Steph. It depends. But I would have Anthony Edwards, Steph, and then LeBron, to me.
I'm going to say no, but it's hard to say because of the season, people may have did more than they had to or less than they had to for their team. I believe Jason Tatum averages like 34 points or 35 points when he plays against Kevin Durant, no matter what team Kevin Durant plays for. Kevin Durant is super good still to this day. I don't know about would I take Kevin Durant over LeBron just because, and not because of skill set, just because I think, and that's my brother, KD, that's, you my brother. I just don't like when he see him, they be too smiley all the time when he bump into each other. Give him a left hand dap sometime, my nigga. Keep it moving. Kawhi could be really good, but he's not consistent. Steph Curry is really good, but he may be a little too small. I like Anthony Edwards a lot. I think he has a lot of maturity to do, but if we're asking the best U.S. player, that is really, really, really good question.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. It's only one American on the first team All-NBA. So I'm going to go with Jason Tatum. He's the only one that's the best player in the NBA. Everybody else that's on first team All-NBA is not from America. So if you ask me the best player, I'm going with Jason Tatum. A lot of people seen what Jaylen Brown did this year, and it was sensational. And Mase made this comment during the playoffs, or maybe even before the playoffs, that Jaylen Brown needs to be Batman and Jason Tatum needs to be Robin. And it kind of seemed that way throughout the playoffs, but that's what got them the championship. Does that mean that Jason Tatum is not better or just as good as Jaylen Brown? No, it doesn't mean that. It means they need to do what they needed to do to win. But I'm going to go with Jason Tatum at the moment if I had to say the best American player. Could shoot the three, mid-range game, could put the ball on the floor, create his own shot, not a liability on defense. I think I'm going to go with Jason Tatum.
Let me ask you something, Killer, because I really want to ask this question because hearing you say that, I was thinking, what exactly does Jason Tatum does better than Jaylen Brown?
Well, the thing about it is if that's the case, I don't have the stats in front of me.
I mean, just from your eye test. The eye test. We just have an eye test.
I think Jason Tatum could go off when he wants to go off. I think Jaylen Brown found himself. I think that Jaylen Brown this year said, okay, I found myself. And I think when he went throughout the playoffs this year, he started, first of all, motivation for not making no team All-NBA.
Yeah.
That's first and foremost. Secondly, getting the Eastern Conference MVP. And they say, oh, they finally going to give me an award. And so then when he gets to the championship, he takes that leverage and, becomes who he became in the playoffs this year. Last year, Jaylen Brown couldn't go left, nigga. For the last 2 years, niggas was forcing him left. He couldn't dribble. He couldn't fucking finish the basket, or the left side of the basket. I never seen the nigga Jason Tatum have no problem with left hand now. You asking me exactly what he does off the eye test. I can't sit here and tell you one thing. I know Jason Tatum been going left for a long time. That's the only answer I could probably give you. I can't sit here and tell you who shoots better three-point percentage, who got a better field goal percentage. I don't have them stats because I didn't know I was going to be asked that question. Off the eye test, I'm going with somebody who's taller. I'm going with somebody who's just athletic, if not more athletic. I'm going with somebody who come down and hit the three. I'm going with somebody I'm definitely going with the bigger player, pause. That's just off the eye test. Do you think
those are good answers?
Do you think Jaylen Brown's the best player in the NBA?
No.
All right.
No, not at all. I was just asking that because when you see them both compete, it seems like Jaylen Brown gives more effort. He's a better defender. He attacks the basket more aggressively. But like you said, if he can't go left, he definitely got to go working on getting left.
He was good this year, this left, but I think that you're getting caught up in what he did this year as opposed to what he did the previous 5 years before this year. This year, he became, like I said, I think he really found himself in the playoffs. And maybe that's what was needed, but maybe that's why they couldn't get over the hump the last 4 or 5 years.
Oh yeah, I only count the championships. I'm from Titletown, so.
All right, well, he been in the league 6 years, so you can't just dismiss his first 5 years of being in the league.
I know, but for the sake of the show, he won this year. He's the MVP this year. This year is the year that counts. Yeah. Last year doesn't count to this year.
I'm not one of them that erase history. Maybe you are. I'm not gonna forget niggas' history. I just don't do that. If that's the case, we might as well not talk about Magic Johnson or Michael Jordan or Larry Bird or anybody else if we're not talking about champions.
I get all of that. But today's price is always the price you gotta go with. You can't go with yesterday's prices. Today's
if we're going off today's price, Jason Tatum got paid more than Jaylen Brown. So if we're going off price, he's better because he got paid more money.
Yeah, that's why I said we're having a conversation for the sake of the show.
Yeah, so if we going with the money, you got the wrong answer. The answer
No, I
is
didn't.
Jason Tatum.
It's possible for two things to be right at the same
That's
time.
the answer when you're wrong.
No, it's not
That's
actually.
actually what you say all the time when you can't
No,
when you have a rebuttal.
I always
That's
say
your
that.
favorite answer.
See, Killer, I
Didn't
told
he
you.
say today's
we're
price is
having
not
this-
yesterday's price?
I
So if
did
we
say
going
that.
off the price,
Yeah,
Jason Tatum got
Made
paid
the most
more,
money.
made more money than Jalen Pryor.
all right.
So I'm going off the price.
That's good, but that was a figure of speech I was using. He's the MVP of this year.
Yeah, but trophies collect dust. I'd rather just have the money in the bank. You rather have what career you rather have? Robert Horry or Charles Barkley? I'm just saying. I'm not saying Robert Horry wasn't
That's
important,
good.
but I'm going with Charles Barkley. Just me, if I want a career, we got to have all Robert Horry's rings, all it out. Robert Horry doesn't have, Charles Barkley has no ring. Karl Malone has no ring. John Stockton has no rings. Reggie Miller has no rings. I'll pick it all them over Robert Horry. The rings and things you sing about, keep them in the house.
I would actually pick Robert Horry over of Charles Barkley, but that for me, I like to win. I'm one of those people. It don't matter if I got money if I'm losing.
You're not going to win if Robert Horry had to play the same position that Charles Barkley had. If you put Robert Horry in a Sixer uniform when Charles Barkley was there with Mo Cheeks and them paws, you're not going to get what you get from Robert Horry. He's a very, very, very good, high class, like we said the other day, role player. One of the best. One of the best. But was he a superstar? Was he a league MVP? Was he an 11, 12-time All-Star? No.
I agree with that.
But you got Robert. I'll take Charles.
Love a good debate. Let us know what y'all think in the comments. Okay, and then before we go to break, so 17-year-old incoming Duke freshman Cooper Flagg made headlines after scrimmaging against Team USA as part of the USA Select team. Given what we've seen, the highlights, Cooper Flagg's gameplay, what was you guys' reaction to his game against the greats?
He was definitely looking like he could play on their team. For those that was watching, he definitely looked like there was nobody out there that he had super respect for, and that's what I like. I like when people compete. I don't like when people have reverence for people, respect for them. So that's why I said I would, even in the last take, why I would pick Robert Horry. Charles Barkley is tough, just like the rest of them, but he got reverence for certain niggas. And I come from the cloth. I don't have no reverence for nobody. Everybody get the same temperature pause. Everybody get the same dog. I don't like when niggas is big dog over here, but respectful dogs over here. I like dogs pause that bite everybody. And this is what I saw with Cooper. When he got out there, it didn't matter if it was LeBron. It didn't matter if they switched out with AD. He just looked like, yo, I'm a year away from really coming in there and doing something special. And pause that. I look forward to that. If he's going to Duke, Duke is going to have a real superstar. And this may be the first year. I know Killer been talking about this every time we talk about the draft. He may be the first person that could bring the number one player back to the States. I don't know. I don't know who's overseas, but he would be our best chance at doing so. So that would be my take on him.
What do you mean when you say that's what you talk about Robert Horry and Charles Barkley? The dogs don't bite everywhere. What was you talking about?
Like with Robert Horry, you get the same thing no matter what team he would be on. It's like Draymond Green. He's gonna be the same Draymond no matter what team you put him on. Like I mean, you saw it too. Barkley was on a team with Scottie Pippen. Barkley was on a team with Richard Dumas, Kevin Johnson, Dan Marley. He was on a team with, even back at the Sixers, he's played with players where they could have won it if he really wanted to win it, but he just didn't win it. He could have won it though.
Robert Horry played with fucking
Hakeem.
Oh, you know. So set it off. Go ahead. Run down all the niggas that Robert Horry played with.
My point is, when he played, he got it done. When you get there, there's a
Robert
moment in
Horry,
time.
Robert Horry may stop. You didn't like the last take, so
remember
you
the ball
dragged it
tipped
into
back
this
out
take.
to Robert Horry at the key?
He hit key shots, but you got to get them.
That's what we talking about.
No, that's not what we talking about. Key shots matter, but you don't get them opportunities if you don't. The players on his team don't get them there to get them the opportunities. You don't get them opportunities. I don't even know why Robert Horry and Charles Barkley was dragged into this. Charles Barkley was killing niggas on USA practice. We seen them practices, killing Karl Malone. But you got, I know, go ahead, Robert Horry.
Let me finish what I was saying.
It wasn't to go.
You asked me a question.
My bad, you right.
You asked me a question. So the question was about Robert Horry. When the ball was tipped out to him, he made the shot.
Mm-hmm.
When we look at Barkley, if you was to go watch the games where they lost, he played a part in them losing at the end. So even what made Jordan was at the end he hit the shot. When he lost against Jordan, do you remember they lost?
What part? I'm saying, what did he do to make them lose? Who didn't lose to Jordan?
I know. The point is he didn't do what needed to be done. That's why you lose.
Let me ask you guys, who y'all rather have? Robert Horry, I mean, I'm just asking.
Everybody's going to pick Barkley.
I didn't ask you. We got your answer. Okay. Who would you guys rather have?
Picking Charles, man.
Who you rather have, White?
I'd probably have Charles Barkley.
All right, thank you. That's it. Mase, I guess you're the only kid in the room doing his own thing, man. I just thought maybe I thought I'm bugging because I'm like, we're really gonna go with Robert Horry over Charles Barkley and Karl Malone. Like, is that's what we really doing?
No, it's a preference. That's what makes it your choice. You have the right pause to make your preference. Like, to me, when I pick a team, I don't pick a team full of like Paul's studs. I pick people that I know is gonna do what's necessary to win. I'm not after having all of these like KD and everybody else when I know these niggas down the stretch are gonna be selfish. We're not gonna win with these type of niggas. We're gonna win with a Robert Horry who's gonna dive on the floor. This nigga is not gonna dive on the floor. That's why KD couldn't win until he got away. When he got away. When he got away.
Wow.
No, it's the truth. It's just like all of the players we talking about. It's why these niggas don't win, because they're not willing to do what's necessary to win. There's no way you're that great and you keep getting there and you don't win unless you're doing something not to win. You win because you do what's necessary to win. There's only two reasons why people lose in life. You're not supposed to be doing it, or you're not doing what it takes. I don't care what everybody in there pick. That's why you win. When you lose, you didn't do what's necessary to win. Is that right, G? No matter how talented you are,
you didn't fall into the sunken place with this nonsense he's spewing, my nigga. Your mic.
Like when Boston lost, why did they lose? Because Tatum didn't do what was necessary, right? Who else lost? When Milwaukee won it, why did they win it?
You were saying they did what was necessary. Comparing role players to the superstar players who got them niggas to where they supposed to be. I'm not gonna argue with you. If that's who you want, fine. You're gonna look crazy. You're gonna look crazy in a little while. On the comments, you're gonna look wild.
I'm not interested in just being good, but you don't win.
Listen, a lot of win. I feel you. I'm not knocking that, but at the end of the day, you don't get an opportunity to win without the niggas who got you there to win. That's just that.
That's true.
That's a fact. I
agree with you.
I'm not disagreeing with your pick. I'm just saying I think it's kind of wild. I think you just want to argue with me today. I think if you was arguing with somebody else and they say Robert Horry, you would tell them, yo, you out your fucking mind.
No, I'm saying if I'm coaching to win. I don't like losing at anything I'm doing. That's why I'm not a person. I'm not gonna show up to show up. If I show up, I want to win. I don't care what I'm doing. I'm not satisfied with being a nigga in the room. I want to be the nigga in the room. I don't want to be just one of the niggas who showed up.
That's where Robert Horry's a nigga in the room. Yeah. He's not that nigga in the room. He's just a nigga in the room.
5 rings.
Yeah, my nigga, but he wasn't that nigga in the room. So you're telling me every team, Robert, I'm glad you said that. You set yourself up. He was that nigga in the room?
No, I said I want to be that.
Oh, okay. My bad. Cooper Flagg, my nigga. Cooper Flagg.
He got 7.
Anyway, Cooper Flagg,
my nigga. 7 rings.
But he never was that nigga in the room. That's what you just said.
How many Barkley
You
got?
just said. I just told you he got none. But Barkley was that nigga in the room. So which one is it? You want the rings or you want to be that nigga in the room?
That's subjective.
But two things could be right.
No, I want to answer that.
Go
Because
ahead.
Barkley was never that nigga.
Yo, for
Jordan
his team,
was that nigga.
bro, for his team, he wasn't that nigga in the room.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
You just want to
Jordan
kill on
was
and on.
that
You're
nigga.
bugging.
Barkley was one of those niggas.
Nah.
LeBron is that nigga.
Nah, bro.
All these
Whatever
other niggas
team
is
Barkley
one of
was
those
on,
niggas.
Every team
Jordan
Barkley
is
was on,
that
he was
nigga.
that nigga, my nigga. You bugging.
AI was one of those niggas. Kobe is that
So
nigga.
who was the man when Barkley was on the Sixers? I'm trying to figure this out. After Dr. J left.
Nobody.
No, it was Barkley.
Barkley.
Yeah.
So how he wasn't the nigga in the room?
Because that's a smaller room.
Okay.
I'm talking about Titletown view.
Okay.
We're not talking about niggas in the league. We
Whatever
talking about
room,
that
I don't
nigga
care
in
if
the
it was a little room, a big room,
Charles
a ballroom.
Houston, right?
Robert Ory was never
Killer,
that
like you
nigga
at
in the room.
55th. You was that nigga.
Yeah,
It wasn't
listen.
his other niggas in the room doing all of this, but you was the nigga with the trophy,
You know
right?
what's crazy? That you right, but
That's what I'm
but
saying. You the
can't-
nigga
you
like
can't-
this.
You can't gas me with that. You get jingles and them niggas with that. You can't gas me
Don't
with
do
that.
that. I'm sitting right here. Don't do that.
You put
Don't
that
do that.
You
Don't
can
do
gas
that.
him.
No.
Because he looked at you and you changed your answer.
No,
around.
no,
You
I ain't
can't get
changed
me
nothing.
with that.
Look, I ain't changed nothing.
Yo, that is true.
Charles at Houston, wasn't it? Wasn't
PT
Charles at
went
Houston?
too.
Yeah, and he was a
PT went too.
No.
PT
Charles was at Houston.
Yeah.
He couldn't
that-
win. He
This
had,
is
he had
true.
the
This
dream.
is
He
true.
had everybody. Charles was over there at Phoenix.
Phoenix, this is
with
true.
Dan Marley and them. He couldn't
At
win.
Phoenix.
But guess what? Charles, I'm picking Charles any day over Big Shot Robert. I don't remember Big Shot Robert. I remember Charles.
That's what I'm trying to
Win
say.
too, though, but so you got
No, what I'm saying is all I asked you is who you'd rather have.
Would rather have, that's
There was
right.
one question and it turned into all
That's
this.
true. I'd rather have
Yeah.
Charles.
That's the only. I don't
You
know.
with him now.
I don't know.
You with him now.
I don't know how it goes.
Yeah, this nigga jigging. Wow.
First of all, I'd rather be putting a straight jacket if all y'all niggas say that y'all rather have Robert Ory. I just walked out. Y'all could take me out of here to the hospital, nigga. I don't know what the shit is called. Downtown. But yeah, I don't know what they Bellevue they got out here. Yeah, war's out. Y'all can take me. Y'all can take me right there because I don't care what nobody say. This is just to try out arguing, nigga, because it's a room full of Harlem niggas. Y'all are all out your mind acting like Robert Ory is better than niggas. But back to Cooper Flagg. Let me get to Cooper Flagg. I know we taking up time. Cooper Flagg, back to this shit. He looked good. I'm gonna go off of what the player said and what Kevin Durant said. I don't think Kevin Durant just saying anybody's good. But the last 3 days, the highlights look good. I have not seen nobody miss on no highlights. So I can't. For 3-4 days straight of USA highlights, I have not seen a missed shot. So I can't sit here and say Cooper Flagg is that deal in the U.S. against the U.S., but that's what everybody's talking about, whether it's the coaches, whether it's the players, whether it's the scouts. Everybody's saying Cooper Flagg is looking really good. Look, when he was 15 years old 2 years ago, he led the USA to the World Cup at 15 years old. At 15, like, we can't underestimate that. So if we're going off his resume, absolutely, he looks sensational, you know what I'm saying? But as far as what's going on with USA basketball, I can only go off what people say because I haven't seen anything besides highlights and clips.
Got it. Good take. And he is projected to go number 1 in the 2025 draft.
I wouldn't even
as
go
he
to
should.
school.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even go.
But he got to test that NIL. So we'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
you could do that without school. You could go get a sponsorship now. He got the complexion for the connection. I wouldn't even risk going to school right now. I would not even go to school. I'm going to keep it 100. Cooper.
The what?
The complexion for the connection, nigga. Do not go to school, nigga. It don't make sense. You could get Gatorade ads right now. Nike assign you. Or you'll get a bunch of shit, nigga. Go to school, get hurt, don't perform well. You just killed niggas in the NBA, so they saying. Go to school for what? Because you know, it's basically you're going to be one and done. You're not going for the degree. You want to see some new bitches or something and all that? Cool. You don't really want to go do algebra and chemistry and all that shit. Mike Krzyzewski's not even there no more. They ain't even like legacy shit. Like, oh, I played for Mike. Skip that shit, bro. Go work out. If you could get a bag in overseas for a year, go get a bag. But I wouldn't go to college.
Right.
You could still get the NIL shit wherever you go. So I wouldn't do that.
I say one thing.
Yes.
I had got a chance to see him earlier this year.
Also, Jay, tell people what you do so they don't think that you just out here talking about you seen them.
No. I'm a trainer, and I work for an agency as well. I've been training for like 25 years.
Right.
Out in Seattle, Washington area, Tacoma, actually. But I got a chance to go out to. They had the World Game, high school World Game against USA, and I got a chance to go out to Lake Oswego, where Kevin Love went to high school at in Oregon. And I got a chance to go in the gym and watch him play. First of all, we were in the gym. It was every GM you could think of in the gym watching him. The kid is actually good. He's actually really good. Kid get to his shot. He get to his shot. He don't do a lot. He just do enough. You know what I mean? He uses his body very well. The kid can just, he could lift up over you, got good mid-range. He could shoot it. Don't really shoot the three that great, but he'll learn as time comes. But I agree with you. I wouldn't even go to college. That's a fact. A Snapple fact.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, like when you say he doesn't do a lot, but he uses his body well, what did you mean by that?
He not a
pause.
Yo, come on, bro.
Body.
Like he not to get separation. You know what I mean? He not to use his shoulders. He not to, get a bump. You know what I'm saying? Like, I said shoulders, bro. I ain't say. You know what I mean? He not to get to the spots. He not to use separation. Not to get separation. You know what
so
I mean?
you're saying he has a pro game? In other words,
game. Right. Young man has a pro game.
Right. Well, it's good. I'm saying I'm glad we have somebody up here that got a chance to see him. We also heard that you got a chance to get left on 0 by Jamal Crawford. What happened with that? Why would you just have? How don't you score a point?
Let me tell the story, man.
I'm telling what Jamal Crawford told us.
All right.
He was on the show and said he left you on 0.
Ain't a nigga ever left me on 0. I don't play.
Jamal, real quick, I'm gonna let you tell the story. Hold on, Jay. Hold on. I'm just saying, I'm gonna let you tell the story before we go to break. Jamal Crawford didn't come across like he was lying, murder, did he?
Yeah, he said you was pointless.
Yeah, he said you didn't score anything.
What's your point?
Yeah.
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
We was at a camp. He had a Jamal Crawford camp. All the kids was on the floor. We had a Jamal Crawford camp. All the kids was on the floor. I had the ball. I'm dribbling, doing what I do. And he like, Jing, I'm doing what I do. He like, Jing, let's play. Kids running around. We just played the little game of 5. He scored 5. It was over. It was kids running around. It wasn't no clear out one-on-one, me and him playing. It wasn't none of that. One thing I'm going to do, I'm going to keep it real.
Jing, what do you mean you was doing what you do and the nigga got 5 baskets and you ain't get one?
Come on.
Is that what you mean you do?
What?
Is that what you mean you do?
No, I'm talking about as far as we was just training, you know what I mean, coaching the kids. We only had a little break. So we played the little quick game. Come on, it was a quick game. It wasn't no roll the ball out, everybody stand around, watch out, clear out, kids running around for Jamal ain't beat me no zip. Come on, man.
So what was the kids doing while he was slashing?
Running around, yeah, setting screens, running around. Wasn't no 5 zip. Come on, bro. Like, me and him played.
So at what basket did you realize y'all were playing a game? That's all I want to know. No, I'm keeping it real with you. Because if you say, wait, let me talk.
Talk.
If he pass you the ball after a basket or 2, we know we're playing. Pause.
All right, here's the thing. You said you beat Allen Iverson, but you ain't tell us he spot you 10 points.
I left with the money and the win.
Yo,
see, this is what we keep going through. Killer, if a nigga roll the ball, pause out to you and drop 10 racks and say, you're not a game, I'm spotting you 10 and 10 racks.
Listen,
and you give me the ball, it's game.
It ain't a nigga on
it's
this earth
game.
Nothing to zip. If he
a nigga did do that.
No, but that wasn't real.
It wasn't a nigga on earth who did that.
Yo, that wasn't real. Come on, bro. That wasn't real. You joking around playing.
After 1 to 2 baskets, so you know you're playing.
For joking around playing?
Listen. Listen what I'm saying. No, this, Jing.
Bro, come on.
Jing, this is what I'm saying. After 2 baskets, we know we're playing.
No, you trying to make it into something, but
no, I'm being real. It's just like if there's anybody in here. If you get a basket, you're like, oh, yeah, you throw the nigga the ball, pause again. He get another basket. He's like, yo, we playing. Okay, well, we playing now. Why did it never click on to you that you were in a game?
Because it had little rugrats running around. It wasn't no clear route where I could get loose.
So after he got 4, you never got the ball back?
It was friendly. It was a friendly.
Did you ever get the ball?
Friendly. I don't even remember it because it wasn't that serious. I'm going to keep it real with you. I done played niggas in my hood one-on-one for the money. Ain't nobody could never beat me no fucking 5 zip.
You don't
10
remember
zip,
it?
11 zip. Come on, why do you hear now? I was the MVP of Bird Classic.
Jing, you don't remember it?
I won that because it wasn't nothing.
Jing, you don't remember?
Yo, listen. I played my.
I'm gonna let you give your last thought, and we gotta go to break.
Okay. Good. Get your. Good.
This
Say
is
what you gotta say.
Nah, listen, man.
crazy.
Go to break.
What I'm saying is, so this is my last thought.
Right.
Jamal Crawford.
That's my guy. Don't get me wrong.
No, and listen, he said you're a sensational trainer. What I'm saying is Jamal Crawford is 6th man of the year multiple times. Probably one of the most sensational dribblers, basketball. I'm talking about NBA shit. Dribblers that we've seen. I don't know if it was Tracy McGrady. I see him throw it off the backboard to some endless games. He played till he was 39 years old. And we had him on the show to talk about his new podcast. Shout out to his new podcast as well. Him doing this thing on TNT with Shaq, Ernie, and the others. And before we started filming, the first thing he says is Jing like that? Because I beat him 5-0. All this basketball that he's been going on, the first thing he talks to some Harlem niggas and asks, out of everything he's done in his career that I just named, that's not even half of it, is Jing like that? Because I beat him 5-0. He didn't say the number. He said he left you on 0.
Okay, listen.
Why does he remember that if it's not a big deal?
Hey, it's easy.
Yo, you feel me, Pete?
And Jing.
You want to get... Hey, listen, this is my young boy right here.
Yeah.
I've been training him since 7th grade.
He said you're a good trainer. He said that you're a sensational trainer.
Basketball.
Okay, got
You know what I do? Come on, bro. You know what I used to do for just fun? 6, 7, 6, 8. I'd pull my money out and tell a college player, if you could beat me, you could have this. Just like how we grew up. And nobody can beat me. Nobody couldn't really beat me. Am I right? Wait. Jamal probably could beat me, but me not scoring, that's
let me tell you who you was
that's
like.
Absurd.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Let me see, Murder. I might gotta double back and agree with you. A little bit.
I'm glad you're here, Whitey.
No, I'm saying I might gotta double back a little bit. And after the show, I might not agree with you, but I gotta double back with you because you were like Charles Barkley on the Sixers. You just don't win.
You ain't win nothing. Don't lie. You ain't win. And like I said before, you had an all-star team.
I was Robert Ory. I was Robert Ory.
Robert. Yeah, he was Ory.
Now I was Ginobili. I was Ginobili. Nigga.
You was Ory. On my team, I was him.
On what tournament?
Every tournament. What are you talking about? I just told you. I just won.
No disrespect to your projects.
Bird Classic, you must didn't play when I played.
No disrespect to Bird Classic, but come on, man.
Come on, Whitey.
White.
No, it was all right, but niggas wasn't coming in there. Niggas was scared. Nick was dangerous.
I don't know what.
We gonna have to wrap it back.
Citywide, I was there. Come on.
You didn't say you won.
You didn't win.
You was there.
You ain't win either.
Who didn't win?
You ain't win.
I won everywhere. I won everywhere.
Stop, bro.
Yo, what team are you talking about I didn't win on?
What team was you on in Citywide?
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Are you serious?
Dead serious.
Are you serious?
And being dead is serious.
If you're on the players, if you're on the players and I'm on the A team, it's no way
what
Riverside
A-team? Just tell me what A team.
Riverside A team never lost to no players. Now,
what
come on,
A-team was you
Killer,
on?
you buying this, man?
Yeah, no, first of all, I'm not disagreeing with you, but we both play for Young. Like, I know, but you talk about Riverside A.
Yeah,
that would be because everybody get cut. They lost to the players from Riverside A, man.
Jane, cut your arm off, man. For real. Stop that.
Stop. Come on, bro. You ain't
I'm gonna let you rock because you got your talent in here. We gonna let the legend live. We gonna let the legend live.
From Harlem too.
We gonna let the legend live, Killer. Let the legend live.
Don't let me do nothing. Come on, don't let me do nothing. Let's keep it real. But go ahead.
We must go to break. When we return, we will discuss this crazy Kyle Filipowski story. Don't go anywhere.
Get mine regardless. I'ma get mine regardless. This ain't fiction, I promise you it's a promise. Yes, it is. And look, I'm being modest. Yes, I am. I'ma get mine regardless. I'ma get mine regardless. I'ma get mine regardless.
Welcome back. Now let's get into our Underdog Fantasy picks of the day. Today, the Liberty will play the Suns. Underdog Fantasy has Breanna Stewart at 18.5 points. Do you have her higher or lower, Mase?
Higher. I'm going higher. Breanna Stewart. Let's go crazy.
How many points?
18.5.
I'm gonna go higher.
Okay. Sabrina Ionescu is at 5.5 assists. Do you have her higher or lower, Cam?
Higher.
Higher, of course.
Okay. And Alyssa Thomas is at 21.5 points and rebounds combined. Do you have her higher or lower, Mase?
21. I'm going lower.
Lower.
Okay. Download the Underdog Fantasy app and you can make your picks too.
Quick, before we go to the next topic, Jamal's texting me and say he'll be on July 14th jingles. So he said don't happen to just be going back to Seattle, Tacoma on the 14th of July because we're going to televise it on It Is What It Is.
Are you available?
Hey, look, let me explain something to y'all. I ain't never run.
But are you available?
I ain't never run.
We on the air.
I'm here now. But I'm going to
Okay.
be here on July 14th.
That's all we need
That's
to
all we
hear.
need to know.
That's all we need to
You going to be
hear.
here, Whitey?
Yeah.
All right, that's all we need. I was born at
You
the
need a
bright
pair of
light.
sneakers?
Yo, bro.
No, I got sneakers.
Can he
I
beat
ain't
Jamal
you.
Crawford?
No, he not. No. See, that's the
Why I can't talk to him? I'm trying to
He
talk
can't
to him.
answer.
This is
Why
the
we
thing.
can't
He
talk
know
to
I
him?
We can't talk
can't
to
beat
him.
Jamal, but
Why I
I'm
can't
gonna
talk
score.
to Why
Now
I
you can
can't
ask
talk to him,
I'm
bro?
gonna score on anybody.
Why I can't have a conversation?
Huh?
I just talked to him. I didn't ask him if you could get a bucket or not. I just asked
see,
him.
that's the thing, Killer. The point is you
What if-
saying I could beat him. I didn't say that. I
What-
said I could score on anybody.
What if you don't get a bucket? If he gets the ball first, are you getting a bucket?
I'm getting a bucket if he miss, if whatever. I'm getting a bucket, man.
All right.
That's just who I am.
I'm just asking for the people.
I'm talking about outside. That's who I am. That's who I am.
Okay, well, that is all the time that we have for today. Jingles, I gotta let you know, we are waiting for this Jamal 1v1.
This will be out for the listeners so he can't duck no smoke.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure
I'm not
Jamal's
gonna do what you do.
I'm not arguing. See, the thing about it, Jing, let me tell you something real quick. When you told maybe Mario Chalmers or something you talking about, I'm ducking the smoke. Who I'm
I'll
ducking
be
smoke?
with his dad. His dad, like I was with his dad at Impact the other day.
Right.
His dad.
So, but when you say I duck smoke, who am I ducking smoke? Are you talking about that?
You ain't. Yeah.
Because he's not the A side. I'll be the A side in anything. The money ain't right. If he can't accept what I'm willing to give him, you gotta understand. He gotta take what I want him to give him. He couldn't understand it.
What do you mean?
I'm the A side.
Pause.
I mean, that was crazy, but I'm glad you're here to keep me accountable. That's absolutely crazy. But at the end of the day, Jane, I'm the A side.
Okay, but I said I couldn't score a bucket. That's our argument. Our argument is I can't beat Jamal Crawford, but I could score on Jamal Crawford. I just want you to know that. And then go back to the film and put that back. I can score. That's all I'm saying.
One basket though, James?
I can score. $.
Are you proud of that?
$. Stop. Because
No,
stop.
No, that doesn't sound like a Harlem mindset.
No,
that you're gonna get one
You're definitely
basket.
contradicting yourself. And I don't want you to not be my friend again because you don't answer my
Me and you
calls.
is
So can
cool.
I just talk to you?
Wait, let me say something to
When
you.
you was running and you said I could beat Murray, and then you said I could beat Malachi Flynn, and you set these games up, you didn't live up to those.
No.
Yes,
Murray
yes.
didn't show up. I was ready to
No,
play.
he didn't show up.
Yes,
then you
I
said you
did,
could beat
bro.
Mal, and then we said let's
I
go.
was in
and you
I was
didn't
in
show up.
Lifetime. I called Murray. I texted him. I even went in his DM pause and told him when we playing.
No, I didn't. Like you supposed to call me so I
Yo,
can
bro,
set it up.
look at me. Let me tell you something. Hookah, cigarettes, cigars, I'm with all the smoke, nigga.
No, you keep
all
saying
of
that.
it.
See, you doing all
Hookah,
of that.
cigarettes,
You gotta go out there.
vape pens.
You gotta go out there and show.
I'm with all of the
You got
smoke,
your shoes?
nigga.
You got your shoes?
I'll say my last take. Y'all can finish arguing. I have one last take. Jen, you keep saying that a nigga is not going to let you not score when it happened already. That's the end.
Yeah. Hookah, cigarettes, vape pens.
Hey, what's his name back there?
All of the smoke, nigga.
Yo, Nick, Nick, don't do me wrong, baby. Don't just show these niggas
That's
right
crazy.
here.
Now,
This
that's
is premeditated.
Don't do
My
me
niece
wrong.
stat ain't in it. Yo, don't do me wrong. Either. Don't do that. Get my shit too.
That's crazy. Don't do me wrong as wild, Nick.
All right, y'all. Well, thanks for watching. And as
We're
always,
going to bring Jig back
it
the
is
rest
what
of the
it
week,
is.
man.
My nigga Jig.
I'm coming back ready. I'm gonna lie.
What you want, nigga? Everything, nigga, super size. Two Big Macs. Like when they doing them 2 for $5.
The switch, I got
Yo,
him. No,
Nick,
let me
Nick,
get him. Let me
Nick,
get
are
him.
we taping? Is this recording?
Get out of here.
Hold on 1 second. Hello? We sitting here with Jingles, Jamal.
What he done said?
He talking about the game wasn't real. He talking about was kids sending pics for you, and a bunch of kids was scattered all around the court and all that. I said, Jamal don't appear like a person that's just going to lie right now.
Hold on. He said what game wasn't real?
When y'all played one-on-one, he said there was too many kids on the floor and the game wasn't real.
No. There was 20 kids watching. It was me and him.
Yeah, I told him you don't come across. You don't come
Acting
across.
like you from Seattle.
You act. I said you don't come across like somebody's just gonna lie. The Harlem nigga gonna take it all the way to the end, right there.
Yo,
Dang, that's where we at with it.
Yo, yeah, we did with it. Let's keep it real. It wasn't no clear out, me and you on the court. Let's stop, man. Let's stop the madness, man. Let's stop the madness.
Let him talk, Jing.
Let
Jamal talk.
It was nobody on the court but me and you. They was all standing around the court and watch.
Oh my God! Yeah, he said. Yeah, he said nobody was on the court, Jing. Yo, let me tell you something more.
It depends on who you gonna believe.
Yo, first, I'm gonna
It's always a
believe.
hard-
I just told the nigga you probably play over 70,000 basketball games in your life. For you to get on the show and be like, "What's up with the nigga Jing? Was he like that?"
Ask him how he met me.
first.
Ask him how he met
No,
me.
we're asking
Ask
about
him
the
how
game.
he
We're
know
not
about
asking
me.
him nothing
He knows
else.
about
This
me before
man
I
is
do.
busy. I'm happy he called me back.
Yeah.
We're not gonna waste your time, Jamal.
Yeah.
But
It was embarrassing for him though, a little bit, because he started looking around like, damn, people really watching this. So we cut it.
Hey, Mo. One thing we gonna do is keep it real over here.
Yeah.
We got an age where we gonna keep it real.
yo, he said.
Jig, have you ever known me?
Hold on, let this man talk. Jing, go ahead, Mom. My
trying to
bad.
hear some bull crap.
Have you ever known me to lie about anything?
Yeah, this right here. You know this right
No,
here.
come on.
You know.
Come on.
I told him you got too much time on your hands
Stop.
to sit here and come on.
Yeah.
Huh?
Do it like we
Yo, he said y'all could do it again.
No, we sure can. I'll tell him I'll be there next
God.
week.
Oh my
I'll score
God.
basket.
Don't make me send the camera crew.
Don't send the camera crew.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
one thing about me, Killer, I ain't you.
I'm
I ain't
gonna
gonna
be in
set
Vegas.
the camera up and don't come.
See-
tell him I'm there.